work with majority of students who've had trouble in regular high schools. We do have some students who self-select to come to our school because we have a small school setting. But the majority of students have had some type of problem, truancy, some type of behavioral issue, or some academic deficiencies where they were struggling in a regular high school setting.
Innovations was created to provide a responsive environment for students who were alienated by their experience in other high schools. So they wanted to develop an approach that was challenging and inviting and would push young people to reconnect to their own capacity for learning.
We chose to be an arts integrated school because we wanted to teach students in a way that they'd never been taught before, and we knew that the traditional methods of teaching didn't really necessarily work out for them, and we wanted to make sure that the second chance was successful for them.
I think that this is one of the most creative groups I've ever worked with.
Arts learning and other academic content are connected to give students more responsibility and leadership for their own learning.
It's students interacting with other students.
I see students who are alive as opposed to being kind of robotic.
I wasn't hardly going to my old school and like giving up on a lot of classes, and then I came here and it's an arts integration school and we always doing projects and working on art and stuff, and that's something I'm interested in, so I started coming to school more. I got good grades and it helped me a lot.
They're inspired to come here and do their projects, you know. Attendance shot up.
And requires students to look at the bigger picture, so it helps them organize their learning around more important, more meaningful themes.
They're able to connect their life experiences with their academic experiences.
CAPE is an organization that pairs artists with teachers and provides professional development in arts integration. We like CAPE because they help us document our arts integration. The CAPE documentation process really teaches the teacher to be a researcher in their own classroom. It requires them to do a lot of pre-planning with the artist and thinking about not only what the big ideas are, but what the student needs are, along with the strengths of the artist and the teachers.
By the end of the class, they were excited, they were involved, they were working really hard.
I often get 100% engagement while we're working on those projects.
A lot of the staff were kind of skeptical at first. It took a lot of training and development for teachers to become proficient in it. I think we're at a point now where teachers are really responding to it.
I've learned a lot about myself as a teacher through teaching arts integration.
I'm almost a different person when I'm teaching an arts-based class. I've learned that I need to be flexible. I need to be able to release some of the control and understand that chaos can be good because there's some magic in that process, and to trust the students and trust the process. Typically the outcomes are still there and usually greater than I'd expected.
In a multimedia world like we live in, that's what schools need to be. They need to be places where students get to represent their thinking in many different modes.
I really think it's one of the best ways to really reach kids, get them really interested in the learning, in the content, and I think we can say it's been really effective.